Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? JP McDaniel here. Welcome to week 20 of RollPlay Solum, joined by the rest of the crew. I'm a little tired. I think you guys have had a day of recovery already from MLG.
Oh yeah.
But I got in last night about midnight. So let's find out
Ugh,
what everyone...
Disneyland. God.
Hey man,
So
it's pretty
hard.
ridiculous.
It's
Uh,
actually really tiring. I agree.
Look, when you're actually drunk all day at Disneyland, it's tiring. All right, that's not easy work. I don't care who the fuck you ask. Let's find out what everyone's. Let's do favorite moment of MLG and also how you've been. So Jeff, let's start with you.
gosh, favorite moment of
Or
MLG.
you can start with how you've been and think of it in the back of your mind.
Thank you. I'm doing well. Been very, very busy as we're talking about even at the MLG live stream. Just nonstop traveling. That was a 3-week stint with only being home for one day. So I've finally been home since Monday night. It's been 2 days now. I've doubled my time at home.
Nice.
And it's been nice. It's absolutely kind of perfect weather here in San Francisco. We're new rules for Warhammer tournaments coming out, so I'm making lists, which gets me really excited. I've been streaming last couple days, which makes me feel productive. So I'm very, very happy.
Cool. What's
And
your
favorite
thing?
MLG moment? I don't know. I think eating at Cheesecake Factory.
Really?
It's my favorite restaurant.
What do you get at Cheesecake Factory that you
I
enjoy?
get the 4-cheese pasta.
I think I've actually gotten that before.
Sounds good.
It's amazing. And they always ask me if I want Parmesan on it. And I envision myself turning into Jack Nicholson from As Good as It Gets.
Where you're just
And
like,
being like, if I wanted the 5-cheese pasta, I would have ordered the 5-cheese pasta. But I always just politely decline anyways.
you get any custom? I think they have pretty good drink selection there too, like house drinks or whatever. House
They got
mixed
great
drinks, I
everything.
think?
That's why it's my favorite restaurant. Like, there's no...
I don't
You
think
know,
of
when I s-
Cheesecake Factory as like, that's good food, but it actually is.
It
now that I
is.
think about it.
And their menu is fucking insane. Like, it's not, I won't have my single favorite dish there, but if I was left on an island and I had to have one restaurant, it'd be Cheesecake Factory. It's
Wow.
The desserts are amazing, the drinks are amazing, the appetizers are amazing, and it's so funny because the problem is I never get dessert when I'm there. I get an appetizer because I can't refuse, and then I eat dinner, and then I'm like stuffed beyond my brain's capacity, I guess. But there's just too much good stuff. If I could die in there. I could get locked
You
in
probably
there and
could. A lot of that is like the worst food in the world you can eat.
die. Yeah.
In terms of how bad it
true.
is for you. But it's pretty tasty. It's pretty tasty. Neil, what about you? How are you and your favorite MLG moment?
My favorite MLG moment. I'll come back to that. I'm doing well. Flight back to San Francisco was great. Nice and short.
Hey, you
Got
guys
to
both
sleep
had
all day.
40-minute flights.
It's like an hour.
40 minutes.
Yeah, it was great. I got to come back to San Francisco and then sleep all day Monday. And then I couldn't sleep at all, so I was up until 7 a.m. Tuesday morning, and then slept all day Tuesday, and then was up until sunrise last night. And I think I'm stuck in an infinite cycle of sleeping all day and being up all night.
I mean, it's just normal, right?
Yeah,
That's-
it's
You're halfway
legitimate.
to a rap song, isn't it? Sleep all day, fuck all night, if I remember correctly. You guys weren't children of the 80s, I guess.
Now, what is this rap music that you speak of, Jeff? I've never heard. I've never
I
heard
think
of
this
it.
is DMX. Someone will correct me, but yeah. Anyway, sorry I interrupted.
I guess my favorite MLG moment would either be the second day we did role play up there, because that was a lot of fun,
It was.
or watching Scarlet tear through Korean after Korean. That was
Yeah.
fun. Or it would be probably Saturday or Sunday night at the Hilton, where we just like found a table and just sat with Friday or Sunday night at the Hilton, where we just kind of like sat in a table for 6 hours, and all of our friends came to us and then left, and then new friends
That's
came.
the way to do it, man. That
Yeah,
is the
just
way to do
one
it.
spot and let your friends come to you, and then they move on when they're tired
Holding
of talking
court.
to you. Shh, 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 shh.
That's
It
how
was
you do
great.
Did you guys play Mafia?
We did Mafia Saturday night, and it was really good. Conrad, Quantum Pope, fucked up everything, and it was hilarious. It
Dude, I
absolutely
was the
stupid.
recipient of that fucking, and it sucked.
Yeah,
It was bad.
it was amazing. And then they played Mafia Sunday night, which was a really good game that I missed out on. Like, Hotbed was there, a bunch of players were there. It was a big game with all the old players who we used to play with all the time, but I missed it. I'm a little sad about that.
Sucks, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a good weekend, though.
I had a great weekend. Got
Cool.
to bring my girlfriend to MLG for the first time.
Oh, yeah, I met your girlfriend for the first
Yeah,
time.
it was her first event ever.
Was she a little
Good.
bit? What?
She's still your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Still my
I guess
girlfriend.
that's probably the direct question to ask. I was trying to figure out how to phrase that without offending anyone, and that's
No,
probably
go.
the good one.
Yeah, she's down. Next time she'll just come for 2 days probably. The 3 days was a little bit much for her as a non-gamer.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 days was good. She enjoyed it. She liked meeting all of you people.
Well, we liked meeting her.
I think she met you all.
What did
Brian,
you
run-
mean, you people? Oh, good.
I
Well,
think we
be
met
said.
everyone.
people?
I just want to get my cook on.
Exactly. All right, let's find out. Ryan, how you been in your favorite MLG thing? Or
Dude,
event?
I'm feeling like $1,000,000 right now. Like, I like taking breaks from things. It's been a while because it just like rebuilds the energy or whatever. So like, I'm super feeling good about, we're about to do role play and MLG. Like, even though I'm working somewhere between like 14 and
You had a
17
rough
hour
3
days,
days, man.
it's still like it's a vacation for my mind because it's like away from what I'm normally doing. And then I come back and I just feel refreshed, even if it's a lot of hours.
What's the funniest rant? What's the funniest conversation you had to deal with that weekend?
There's a couple times where people come up and they try to explain why they shouldn't be disqualified. And like
I
pretty
witnessed
much,
one of those. I saw one
Right.
of those.
yeah, I mean,
Ryan just stone colds him. He's just like, no, you're actually out of the tournament. You played yesterday, believe it or not, and that's when you were DQ'd. Not today, but 24 hours prior to this conversation
yeah.
is when you were disqualified.
Yeah, I've DQ'd so many people. Like it's old hat to me now. So I kind of like I'm listening to them and I'm nodding my head and I'm like yes, and then at the end it's just like all right, and you're out now. So that's kind of how it goes. Favorite moment of MLG, it had to be like pretty much the entirety of Thursday night. Like
Yeah.
flew in, hung out with the bros, but probably like to pinpoint a moment was when we're in the back of the club at the table. Everybody's pretty zooted, and
Means drunk.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
and
Must be a mafia term.
I don't know what it is. I
we
hope-
were listening to Gareth Emery, and Concrete Angel came on, and I just felt like this is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. it was great,
Concrete
man.
Angel.
Do you remember,
Yeah,
Ryan? Do you
it was
remember using some like there were? I think it was at a batch or not a bachelor party. What's the opposite of that?
Bachelorette party.
Bachelorette party, I guess. Yeah. And like all of these gorgeous women in amazing dresses, and one of them bumps into Ryan, and Ryan doesn't notice it, and then finally she like apologizes, and he looks at me and she's like, "Does she play D&D? Does she want an autograph? Does she know who I am?" It was the most awkward thing.
Yeah, I was just
Ryan's
having
ever
fun,
done. Yeah, it was good though. It was good.
Yeah, but it was a great event, man. I'm very happy I went, and I'm in a great mood now.
Cool. Last but not least, Jen, how was MLG for you, and what have you been up to?
It was great. I'm so pumped. So much good stuff. I don't know where to start. I was really happy to see you guys and do the live role play. Also seeing the girls from Misclicks because we've been working so much like on the website, especially like off screen, like off stream. And I don't know, it just feels great to like hang out together. And I met a lot of people, including like COD community that I didn't know shit about, and now I'm starting to get to know. And I watched COD for the first time and saw Evil Geniuses win, and it was really cool. I actually enjoyed it, so I'm surprised and pleasantly happy about that. Seeing everyone from StarCraft is awesome because I missed everyone so much, especially because we didn't have MLGs for a while. Also, I did an interview with iJustine, which was not expected, and that was like a highlight.
Huh. She was
Because
there.
I wasn't like, exactly, haha.
Yeah, she does hosting
Yeah.
for Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah, exactly. She wasn't hosting, but she was there. And like Steph told me, "Hey, look, it's iJustine," and I was like, "I should go ask for an interview." And then she said, "Yes." It was like super easy, no problem. I got a little bit nervous though. I think I repeated the same question twice, but whatever. I did one with Justin Wong as well, which really was awesome. And yeah, and I met Ken, who plays Super Smash Brothers, but who also was on Survivor, and I'm a huge Survivor fan. So when I realized he was like standing behind
I
me in the
forgot he was on Survivor.
in the taco line, I was like, "No way, you're Ken from Survivor!" And I was like freaking out. I could have had like Survivor discussions for like hours because I watched every single season, every single episode since the start. It was my
Damn.
first English TV show ever that my parents forced me to watch, and I was really resentful. But after all, I'm really grateful because I learned English. So yeah, I'm super stoked. And also, we're moving offices at Ubisoft for Rainbow Six. We're changing to another building, and it's really pretty, like Google style building, and it's beautiful. So moving tomorrow. Yay!
Favorite
Hype.
moment? You have one?
Favorite
Or is that
moment?
just all your favorite moments?
All of them.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Checking. Cool. Well, it's been 28 days since we've played. Ironically
Are you
enough.
serious?
Yeah.
What the?
Do we
been a
blame
minute.
Neal? Can we have that discussion?
Well,
Or
where we
just-
last left off,
Yeah.
Neil was on his sleep bender. Or anti-sleep bender. I
Yeah.
don't know. And we were running from zombies.
Are you done trying to kill us, Neal, or is that going on now as well?
That's still a thing, Neil.
It will always be a thing.
It'll always
Always.
be a thing. So yeah, we lost like 2 horses. I think that was the only thing we lost last episode because I kept killing them, or like using them as
Bait.
distractions or bait. Yeah.
Yeah.
From all the zombies or wraiths, I think is what they actually were. But apart from that, we're like in the forest or something.
Yeah, you guys are in the forest, just to the south of Siren, Siron. If you're gonna look it up on the map.
I should probably look it up.
Ryan,
what were you gonna
yeah.
say before?
I was just gonna say I don't remember shit. Like
Yeah,
at
do a,
all,
can you
at
do a
all.
catch
Like
up?
please remind me what's going on.
Exactly.
Well, we killed the prince. We killed him, right? We killed his bodyguards, but
Yeah,
I killed the
oh
shit
yeah,
out of
Jeff killed him. Okay, that's right.
yeah, he's been killed.
Yeah, Jen caught off. Well, we don't know if we killed the guy that we cut the arm off of. Did that guy
him. Oh, they're
die?
dead. Yeah, they're all dead.
Okay, we killed a bunch of people, including the prince.
That was a couple episodes ago, though.
that
We
was only
killed the
2 episodes.
necromancer.
It was only 2 episodes. Yeah, and then last episode was only the necromancer because we had like a 2-hour discussion on how to open doors and how you guys could see through the door and how one would get outside of the church and if the church has windows that are high or if they're low to the ground or yeah. Neil was up for like 60 hours, so it made sense.
No, that was what day? That was Tuesday, right?
No, that was Wednesday, I think.
I had been up for like 24 hours by that time. It was nothing.
No, did we do that? No, we did
That
that.
was Wednesday.
No, that was Wednesday because then I canceled Vigil on Thursday.
Right, you're like, I don't want to play with you if you're like this, Neil. We're not doing Vigil.
Yeah, on show. That wasn't a PM or anything. There's actual video footage of me doing that.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I loved it.
Yeah, there wasn't very much that happened last episode because we were in the forest and that's when the zombies first came.
Yeah, you saw. Well, they weren't zombies. They were ghouls. They paralyzed
Ghouls.
you with a touch.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Sure, Neil. Sure.
Yeah, they were ghouls. I remember now.
Yeah. And you guys eventually came to this town. It was completely abandoned and empty. You started walking around, found a church, hid in there, boarded yourself up. Then you heard this voice outside. You peered out. You saw these ghouls. You saw this black priest with them. Ron slips out through the window, comes around, eventually stabs the priest. You guys get into a fight with him. He dies. All the ghouls go crazy, try and kill you. JP goes mass invisibility. The ghouls are stupid and confused and like, huh, what? And they just kind of like wander about. One of them eventually sneaks into the church. You guys kill him, drag him away, sneak out through the back with the help of invisibility, and ride off into the forest.
Yep.
We all caught up?
Yeah, I think there were no other major events. I think we're good to go.
All right. So yeah, you guys are just south of Siren now.
I gotta still look this up on the map. I loaded
Siren
it,
is
but I
in
don't-
Siren, right?
Siron.
Siron. Oh, there we go. Show this on the map. Just south of this, you said?
Yeah, just south. You know, you can still see the town if you.
And
You're like a quarter mile away.
We
Half
were
mile.
riding this way to get to the river to go south, if I remember correctly. That was the plan, right? And then we went into the forest, and Jeff, you were just like, "Fuck this, we're gonna go back to Olot."
Well, yeah, because there's ghouls everywhere.
Yeah. There's terrible, just the worst shit ever out here. So I think that's what we're doing. We're making our way to Olot. So
Yeah.
All right.
that's what we'll do. Do we need to do a navigation roll for Jeff?
Yeah, give me a direction sense, Jeff.
Just crit this because you have crit every single one.
Is it just a D20? Do I remember
It's
correctly?
D20 plus whatever your character's.
Direction is 12, so is it plus 12?
Yes, sir.
Always.
Okay.
Always. You always do that.
All right.
It's like
He actually
you just
draws
go,
the map as we do it.
and we need to go that way. Yep, it's definitely that way. I know
Yeah.
it.
Yep, no problems. You guys start heading south by southwest, I believe your direction is.
Is there a lot of music on their way?
Yeah.
Can you
Do any
spell
of
the
you
city?
We
sing?
encounter some bards,
I
some birds.
don't sing, no.
No.
As we're kind of riding, I say to the group, like, look, guys, we gotta find a place to patch up and just lay low. This has been insane. This is ridiculous.
Are you guys badly wounded?
Are we?
I'm
like,
down 15, but I'm not
The
badly
law
wounded.
of haven't played for a month. I feel like
We're all full
We're full
HP.
health. Yeah.
that's yeah.
If
Yeah,
you guys
but-
want to sit around the forest for a week, you can all be at full HP.
No, I don't.
I think we said that at the end of the last show that we wanted to do that because we'd be on hiatus for so long.
So we should roleplay you guys sitting in the trap for a week. I mean, in the forest.
In the trap.
We should just fast forward, like we're all full HP now.
Oh, and I think I'm riding on Vincent's horse as well. Because we're down to like
Victorian.
Victorian. Because I think we're down to 4 horses. Because I killed 2.
Right.
Carla has her own.
No,
Tariq-
Carla's horse ran away. Remember? She spanked it in the forest and it ran off before you guys got to the town.
Right. But we still have my horse. No, I think my horse is gone. We've
I
got
think you guys are down to 3 horses.
Victorians, Ryan's, Spades, and mine. Because Spades had a pony, so we have a pony
Oh,
and
right.
3
No,
horses.
I had a war horse. It was too big for me, I remember.
And mine was in
Yeah,
another.
I'm pretty sure I still have Yeah, it's Esteban. Yeah.
Your
Still
horse's
have
name's
Esteban.
Esteban.
Yeah, we established that like 5 times already.
Yeah,
and
that
every
was-
time
yeah.
you dodge me.
I think
I'm
you've
pumped
asked that
up
very
to
same
that.
question in that very same tone every episode.
Yeah, and it seems genuine.
Well, in his
It's
defense, it is pretty
adorable.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
it's true.
That's also been a month.
I still
So-
have the same horse, Neil.
It's true.
Okay.
I will have Esteban next week and the week after as well if you don't kill it.
Wait, his name's Esteban?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Alright,
and Jen found a combat shovel at the church.
Yeah.
No,
no.
no, that did not happen.
That's how
They
we
don't
actually
exist.
buried. That's how we buried the corpse of the
Yeah,
wizard.
because
yeah.
remember you found $1 million in your bank account, and then the next day she
Yeah.
found
Yep.
the
Yeah.
combat
You know, if
shovel.
I find $1 million in my bank account, yes, you can have a combat shovel. I
So-
will sell out for that.
To be real,
I'd
like
like to
I
have
don't
some
know
of
what my
it.
HP is at all.
I
You don't write this shit down, Ryan?
I do, but man, it's been a month. Like I don't. It could be anywhere.
But you don't write it like you don't write it down on your character sheet and then save
ha-
your character sheet.
Well, I have it on a sheet of paper, and it's like ever changing, you know. So I don't whatever. But
I'm at 19 because that's what I scribbled out.
You're gonna say you're at half HP.
no.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Did you give us XP for last session?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really remember.
So is our total XP 55,164? Or is it more than
58,182.
that? 58.
That sounds right.
58,182.
Yep. Ooh, I'm so close yet so far.
Hey, you guys all level up at 60,000, right?
64.
64. Okay.
Yeah, so we're looking for a dragon this week.
I'm not.
Hopefully it won't kill Ryan again.
Yeah, exactly.
So Neil, I think we're just making our way through the forest.
Yep.
We're a little dinked and donked, but we're pretty quiet, a little somber, I guess.
Yeah. All right. You are making your way through the forest. It's a pretty uneventful journey for the first 2 days. You know what? It actually only takes you 2 days to get to Olot. So the 2 days pass, and you arrive on the road. You don't actually get to Olot immediately, but you arrive on a road that's headed kind of, diagonally.
Okay, I'm gonna message you spells, so that's why I'm not talking for a couple seconds.
Cool.
Will you spell the name of the city we're headed towards?
Olat. Olat.
Okay. thank you.
Olat. O'Leary. O'Donnell.
As we kind of approach it, I speak to the group and just say, kind of, remember, guys, we don't know how far what happened at Aros goes, so we don't have any friends as of now. We just need to get in, get healed up, rest. But we shouldn't be in any place for longer than a day.
I give a thumbs up as I'm just thumbing through some books.
What are you guys all wearing? Are any of you guys? None of you guys are any of you guys wearing anything that has Verocity's logos or symbols on them anywhere?
I can't remember what I did with the tabard.
Yeah,
You put
I
it in
feel
your
like
bag,
you had
I
one.
think.
Yeah.
Right. You
I
have
think
it.
you're carrying one. Yeah.
Are you wearing it currently?
No, not wearing it.
Okay.
Neil, what?
Okay.
Would I have Detect Evil as a wizard? Why do I have this spell?
Do you have it?
Yeah, I mean, it's in... Yeah.
Well, there you go. You got it.
Okay. I thought that was like a cleric-only spell. Never mind.
No, it's cleric and wizard. There are a few spells that overlap. Light, hold person,
Right.
detect evil, detect magic. Cool. So you guys arrive onto this dirt road that is going northwest/southeast.
Well, I guess we go southeast.
Okay. You guys start trekking down the road for a little bit, and as you're getting towards late afternoon, you come across this. What do you call it? It's like there's a tree branch going over the road, and there are 3 bodies hanging from the branch by their necks. They're all wearing Verasi clothing and emblems, and they look like soldiers or guards or somehow affiliated with Verasi. They are not armed. They have no armor on, and their faces are highly disfigured.
Is there any carvings upon further investigation on their skin? Like on their chest or anything like that?
There's carvings, but they look like, just slash. They don't look meaningful. They just look like someone was specifically trying to wreck them.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we just keep going.
Kind of give it a wary eye.
Yeah,
but
do the bodies look fresh? Like, have they been hanging for a while?
They look like they've been hanging for a few days.
Is there still blood dripping down? Or is it all dried and crusty?
No, it's all dried and crusty.
Okay. Yeah, we just keep going that way. Are there paths on the... If I look down, do I see like animal, like fresh tracks or fresh prints? Do I see the fresh prints of Bel-Air?
Damn it, I was going to make that joke. There are... Do you have a tracking proficiency?
No, not at all. But I would assume if there was fresh tracks, I could see some.
Right. I'm just checking to see what rolls I make.
have we healed it all, by the way, Neil, as well?
You've all gained 1 HP since this point. So Ryan, you're at half plus 1 HP. Keep your sheets.
Well,
Well, luckily he's got fucking like 60 HP, so we're still
I have
good.
50. Yeah, I'm at 26 currently.
Yeah. Still like 10 more than my max.
Yeah. You do not see any fresh prints, but there are definitely... I mean, it's a dirt road. There's lots of signs of travel, but nothing that looks recent or that you can really follow for more than a few steps.
Okay. We just keep going. East to the best of our knowledge. Southeast on the road.
Yeah, you trek for a little while, another hour before the sun starts to go down, and you come into sight of a town. You see some fields, you see like a couple of farmhouses. There's a guy out there tending to a flock of sheep with his dog. And yeah, you see signs of civilization. The town must be a few miles ahead, you estimate.
Say, friend, is that Olot ahead?
He comes over to you with his dog, and he goes, "Olot, no, that's behind you on the road.
Ah.
This is the next town over."
Magatoln.
Yeah, Magatoln.
Hey, we saw some Verasi hanging from a tree back there. What's going on right now?
Haven't you heard? The prince has been murdered.
My mouth just opens like wide.
And what does this mean? Why are Verasi dying now?
Well, we're not so sure who did it, but it's probably them Verasi folk.
It
I got
probably was those sons of bitches.
Yeah, probably them fucking Verasi folk. So, whole region's in rebellion.
Wow. Okay.
Where the hell have you been? If you don't know where you are and what's going on,
In the woods fighting ghouls.
the fuck are you doing in the woods fighting ghouls?
I don't have any fucking idea, man. That's why we're on the road trying to find a nice town of good folk with some healing stuff.
Jesus.
Get away from the ghouls. Yeah, don't go to Siren, if that's word to the wise there.
What happened to Siren?
It's all ghouls now.
Holy sweet mother. That's a
Do I still have the necromancer's head? I think I do, right?
You kept it on you this far.
yeah.
You.
It's a little bit
They used to
crusty.
have a necromancer too. I hold up his head.
Holy shit. Well,
yeah, we don't.
well, yeah. That you best go tell the sheriff about that stuff. He's gonna want to know.
Absolutely, friend. Absolutely. Thank you. You've been a big help. I appreciate it.
He starts rounding up his sheep.
Say, it's getting dark. Is there any way we could pay you to sleep in? If you have any space for us or anything for the night?
I mean, I got an old barn you can stay in, but there's a nice inn in town if you want.
I guess town's close by, huh? Close enough.
Yeah, it's a few hours away. It'll take you, or a few miles away. It'll take you a half hour to get there.
Well, kind people are hard to come by, and I appreciate it. So I flick him a gold.
Gotcha, Zip. Thanks you kindly, and goes with his dog to take his sheep in for the night.
I like this guy.
I do too, Spades. I do too. All right, let's get to that inn. Yeah, I want to get Carla and the babe that haven't talked in, I don't know, 3 months or something like that. We got to get them into safety, and we got to figure out a way to. Well, we got to know what's going on here. The region seems destabilized.
I guess that's a good thing, maybe.
Maybe it is, Spades.
Just don't start any fights. I don't want to fight yet.
Yeah,
Well, they
Spades.
don't
Has your hatred been slacked for a little while? Are you good?
I mean, I don't see any Veraces here, so good.
Okay. Let's go into town. Just act normal. Just be chill. That's what they say where I come from.
Yep.
Fascinating.
It is. Let's go. I just ride forward.
There
So
we go.
you guys enter into the town eventually, and it's a medium-sized town. A lot of buildings about. There's light pouring from a few different taverns, and there's an inn, in the first half of a block coming into town.
Okay.
I kind of pull in and get Carla and the babe situated, and then I actually I tell him I'll be right back, and I pursue the sheriff to report the ghouls and stuff.
All right. Eventually, you find the sheriff's place. It's got bars on one of the windows. That would be a holding cell. And there's a light on inside, and there's a man with his feet kicked up, the hat pulled down low over his head, kind of passing out, snoring a little bit.
I rap on the door or whatever, just knock on it.
All right, he kind of opens the door, says, "What are you doing here? Office is closed."
Hey, sorry, friend. We're just stopping by, but on our way in, one of your good citizens told me that I should give you the heads up. Siren's been overrun by ghouls, and I slayed the necromancer, but you might want to keep your people out of the forest for a while.
Ghouls in the forest overrun Siren?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Is this some sort of prank?
No, I'm holding the necromancer's head in my hand, right here.
Oh. Holy!
Yeah, he's a necromancer. He was until he lost his head, but the
Okay.
ghouls are still out there.
He goes through a conversation with you where he asks questions and gets the lay down. Figures out
Low
what
down.
happens there. Low down. Yeah. So if you don't mind, he wants to talk to you for like 20 minutes while you.
Yeah, I answer all the questions and stuff.
Yeah. Cool. What are the rest of
Within-
you guys doing while he's talking to this guy? Are you all there with him, or are you off doing something else?
I
We're
went
all
inside the
there?
inn and got an inn.
Mhm.
For all
And
of
everyone else?
I'm there with him.
Jen?
I'm gonna follow everyone. Stay with them.
Well, but the party split. JP
Oh.
went to the inn.
In.
28
Okay.
days, guys. That's how long it's
Sorry.
been since we've played. Nothing has changed.
I steer the conversation eventually where it's polite to that we've been dinked and donked a little bit by them, and if he knows of if there's a healer in town or any way to do that.
There are no healers in town. He lets you know. Priestly magic has been outlawed by Veracity for the last 70 years. So any priests have been since killed or whisked away or whatnot.
Okay, fair enough. And as long as the conversation goes normally, then I guess I excuse myself and go to the inn to have a nice meal with everybody and stuff.
Okay. All right.
Do I have any
Also
trouble
come
getting
back.
rooms? Neil?
No, you have no trouble getting rooms.
Okay.
Is
Is it busy or is it like is the
it's not
town
very busy.
populated? Is this a big town?
The town is populated. It's a medium-sized town, smallish medium. You'd guess it to be somewhere around 4,000 or 5,000 people total. Most of them out in the fields and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, after the group comes back, I show them all, or I let them know I got the rooms and everything, and then sit down at the bar. But I'm not drinking. I'm just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink some.
It's like the first good meal in a while, so I offer to buy everyone, a nice steak or whatever it is we're eating.
Wow.
Some lamb.
Thank you. This is a nice departure.
How much
from
did that
the,
cost me, Neil?
squirrel soup.
Say about 2 gold to feed the whole party and to house you
Sure.
guys.
Okay, done.
Yeah, so you guys go to sleep there, and it's all pretty normal and uneventful. Morning comes, and as you stretch and get your stuff together. You had a little bit of a longer sleep because it's the first time you've had a nice feather bed in a while. And as the whole party assembles, so the innkeeper is not around. I mean, he serves you his breakfast, and then he actually leaves the inn and heads out into the street.
He leaves through the door.
Yeah, through the front door.
I raise an eyebrow at this because
That's unusual.
it's an empty. There's not many people in here either, is there?
No, it's just the party at this point.
Guys, I'm getting that feeling again.
Is that the one where the DM's trying to kill us all?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Zanzel, do you mind? Well, I guess they know everyone that's in here, but just everyone be on your guard.
Yeah.
I take out my axe.
I could, Here, I'll be right back. And I go upstairs to my room and shut the door and lock it, and then cast Detect Evil.
Okay, let me take a look at the...
Don't I have to do a cone of something? Let's see. 5 rounds level. It's 10 by 180 feet AoE. Boom.
Well, that's what I was looking up.
Wait, why is it 10 times... Why don't they just fucking say 1,800 feet?
No, it's 10 by, so it's a 10 feet wide, 60 feet long, or whatever, 180 feet long.
Oh.
It's like a path,
Oh, it's a path. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
then I cast it towards like the either the center of town or whatever. Like what way is the front door of the inn facing? Is that facing towards the town?
Yeah, it's facing towards the inside, towards the center of town.
Yep. I cast that, and then I kind of just make an arc to try to cover the entire town, or at least 180 feet of the entire town.
Okay, you turn about slowly.
I can do it 5 rounds
and-
of level, so.
Right, you detect no evil within the area.
Okay. I'll do this for like 2 minutes for 20 rounds.
While he's doing that, I kind of get
This
up.
round is 1 minute.
I get up from the table and I check things like windows to make sure they're not barred and that kind of stuff.
In the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah, the windows are actually wide open. The shutters are open. That you can just walk out. There's not even any glass in between.
I kind of
I'm
look
going-
out of them. Do I see anything in
Yeah,
particular?
you look out and you see a large gathering down the street in the middle of town.
Huh. I get outside.
You don't see
Hey,
that.
Zanzo, you might want to come down here. I think the people are gathering. We should go check it out.
Which way are the people facing?
Their backs are to you.
I
I-
go
you should
out
look
and
outside.
check
yeah,
it
I
out.
yelled it up the stairs and I step out with
Yeah.
If I can hear him, I come downstairs after a minute
Yeah,
or so.
Tariq.
All right, you guys come downstairs.
Yeah, let's start walking towards this this gathering.
Do we gain another health point, by the way,
Yes.
for that good night's sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
The whole party picks up, including Carla and Ron. Carla's got the babe hidden. And you guys walk towards the center of town. And there's a large gathering there, and you see the sheriff is up on a couple of boxes, giving a speech to the town. You walk in around the time where he's talking about arming the population and setting up patrols and stuff like that.
Does he say
Okay.
why?
No. It seems that
was-
whatever the danger is, yeah, he'd already discussed earlier. Now he's talking
I kind
about
of nudge someone next to us that has been there. Say, friend, what's the big hubbub? What's going on?
there's ghouls in the woods, apparently. More than Verossi things, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Heard that as well.
Yeah, the lecture continues. I can, give some of it to you if you'd like, but it's basically him.
Anything interesting that would be worthwhile for us to know?
Not really. He's just, talking about arming the population. Do this, do that. Maybe we should set up patrols here. If someone's like, oh, well, what about this? Well, don't worry, I got that covered. What if they do that? Blah, blah, blah. Just
As
having
it-
a discussion.
If it starts to kind of wind down, I'd like to approach the sheriff to ask him.
How long do you stick around for?
Well, I mean, if I don't know, 5-10 minutes, if it feels like he's
Yeah.
becoming
Well,
approachable.
like 10 minutes later, they start winding down.
I kind of mosey on up to him. I say, friend, it just so
Yeah?
happens we're pretty good at killing ghouls. I'd be interested in working out an exchange with you if you want.
Do explain.
Well, you can deputize us, and we can do the patrols and make sure your town is safe for a week's time or so while we mend our wounds and get healed up, and with good hospitality. That's all we ask for in exchange, but we'll keep you safe from ghouls if they make their way out of the woods.
Yeah? Well, shit. What did we ask for? What are you going to ask for in exchange?
Just you guys cover our rooms and food, and you do what you can to get us patched up if that works with you.
Shit, yeah, we'll take that offer.
Let me
Done.
run it by my team. But I think it should be okay.
He starts vocally talking to the town as you go back to the rest of the party. Going, we got some mercenaries in town that are willing to do this free of charge, as long as we, feed them and shelter them. So they're going to help us do that. And he starts talking about, more plans as you get back to the party.
I go back to him and I just kind of say what I told him, but instead it seems like a good thing here, good people, and Verossi's in open rebellion right now, so I think we're pretty safe to do this.
Yeah, I don't. If it's in town, I can't really help. If you know what I'm saying, people are gonna see.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
we're
might.
gonna go outside of town, no?
I know
Well,
that's.
we'll do
a bad
patrols, but I understand what you're saying.
idea. I might. I'll talk to them and see if they have any libraries or anything like that, and it's good if I have some information. I'll do
Absolutely.
my best.
This
But,
good with Ron, Tariq, Spades? You guys good with this, Carla?
I think it's all good. You could probably drive a harder bargain though. We're valuable, I think.
What if Verassis come by?
Well,
Can we kill them?
I'll ask him. We'll see what the political situation is with that, but for right now, Spades, try to keep the psycho under control. We got a good spot
I
here. We want to
smile.
heal up.
I give it like a smirk.
Hey, I haven't forgotten you taking out that hell of a warrior with the prince, so you are very much so to be respected, but we got to be careful right now. We barely made it as far as we have, and we got Carla and the baby to protect. Yeah, let me ask him. Well, Tariq, do you think you can ask him about the... I've already told him that we do it for free, so it looked kind of weird if I came back with the price. How about you do it?
Well, it just seemed, I kind of overheard your conversation. He seemed very, very eager.
I agree.
Um,
I'm okay with a good deal, though. Like, I think we need to have a low profile right now as opposed to,
Yeah, I don't mind doing it like this. Maybe just in the future.
Understand.
I'd love to discuss negotiation techniques with you because, as far as I know, you're a great salesman.
it runs in the family. I'm a fantastic salesman. So I go back to him and I say, yeah, we'll take the patrols. We'll be your response team. If you guys spot anything, let us know. But I do have to ask. I asked you earlier about Verasi. What is would they attack you? Is that the situation we're in right now, or how's that work?
You asked the sheriff?
Yeah.
Well, Verasi, we've been rounding up all the Verasi legions in this region. They're guards that they post here and there, and we're hanging them out in the streets, hanging them outside of town to keep other Verasi at bay.
And
But,
you guys are doing this because they killed the prince, is what you're saying?
Yeah, motherfuckers killed our prince, the one who had spoken out against them so much. His useless older brother just kind of sat back and did nothing. So, younger brother, well, kidnapped some Frosty guys, almost tried to kill him. His brother saved one of them. Where the hell have you guys been? And
We've been
then
to
the
the
prince was
woods fight
murdered.
ghouls.
Yeah, well, then the prince was murdered, and rumor has it that the Verasi general was the one who did it. One that was hanging out over in Fort Eska. By the way, Fort Eska has also been destroyed, apparently. God
You
knows
don't
how,
say.
but all the shit is blowing up around here, is what I'm saying. So we're keeping ourselves safe and Verasi free. I think most of the other towns around here have done the same too.
All right. So with your leave, then, if we see Verasi, it's kill on sight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I give Spades a wink.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think you're gonna like this town.
Just let us know where we can stay, and like I said, we require good food and good rest while we patch up, and I can commit us to at least a week for you, friend.
Perfect. I mean, there's ghouls in the forest. They'll be here in a week or they ain't coming at all. Right?
That's about right.
All right. So you guys hang out for a week.
Do they have a library in this town?
No, this town is not that
Do they
sort
have
of town.
any wise old people?
Um,
Anyone
On
that
the third
looks
day-
like would be a magic shop.
oh god.
In the past, perhaps a black market of magic shops.
No. No black market magic shops, but you do find the town elder, who is a guy by the name of Husker.
Okay.
And true to his name, he's kind of a husky guy. Big, long hair on his head, kind of grayish,
Does he have
whitish.
2 spears that he throws?
Right. Are they
No.
on fire?
Okay.
What? Oh no! Damn it! No,
Just
this
asking. I'm just
is
asking.
not a Dota joke. This was literally a coincidence,
Okay.
or
I want to
Subliminal.
regularly,
yeah, some sort of subliminal thing.
I want to regularly take walks around town, like very nearby, like not like deep far in the woods where I have to run 10 minutes back. No. Like very nearby town, just the outskirts.
15
like
seconds.
if I scream, someone would likely hear me. That type of close. And I want to just walk around looking for any Verasi, any new person coming in, any ghoul. Just
Are you up by
seeing-
yourself?
Just by the outskirts of town, regular, like taking a
So
few walks
Jen,
a
you're
day.
walking through the forest.
No, no.
This place
There
is-
is no forest.
Are you kidding? The entire place is a forest.
Well, outskirts of
You're
town.
surrounded by forest. Outskirts of town is the forest.
Well, I'm doing like right next to the houses. I'm just walking around. That's what I'm doing.
Are right next to the houses.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like the out
You're walking right next to the houses.
Yeah.
No, that's
few
fine. You
times
need
a day
rules.
because I'm looking for trouble.
Better make that double.
So,
Just stop, Brian. Just stop. Please don't go anymore.
I don't know. Do you think you should go, or do you think you should stay?
I think.
There,
I
yeah,
should
you guys.
stay.
There's nothing going on. JP, you found the old man. You found Husker. Did you want to ask him anything?
He just tells me his name. He doesn't say anything else.
Well, you.
I introduced
you're
myself.
asking for old man, and you're like, oh yeah, the town wise man, elder is over there.
Does he live in like a regal? Like, is he revered in this town?
Yeah, definitely. He's been here longer than anyone else. He is 94 years old.
Okay, so we're old buddies then, because I'm 91.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
talked to him about like having someone else clean your shit and all that stuff, and
that was
old man
great. I
things.
got my nephew. He comes over here, takes care of everything. Sometimes I like to take a turn in the middle of the floor, tell him I forgot what I was doing, and he'll
And this
just
is the town elder. He done.
yeah.
Yeah. I try to like, I don't know, discern any realities from him, or I don't know. I'm asking for extra information about the town, or maybe extra information about this necromancer, if he has a name, if anyone's heard of him, et cetera, et cetera.
No information about the necromancer. You learn a lot about the town history while you're hanging out with him. 'Cause he's got plenty of stories to tell. He tells you exactly what buildings used to be what other buildings, and where he used to live at different points in time. Like, oh yeah, Joe's shop over there, that used to be Hendrix's, blah blah blah. The thing that older people do they let you when you tour town with them.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. You put up with that for a little while, and learn all sorts of wonderful things about the town, but nothing related to ghouls or all that much else.
Okay. And I ask them if they have any like any text or anything within the town that would be worthwhile for me to read. History of
Define-
the lands, or
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of history. He has a couple of history books with him that he's written himself.
okay, yeah,
Just to let you read them.
yeah. I read those throughout the week. Try to
Okay.
figure out or know more about the land and the history of its people, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
That's what I do for this week instead of doing patrols and shit.
All right. Overall, the week just kind of passes uneventfully. No ghouls show up, no veracity show up. New people come into town. But they're just like travelers wandering through. Over the course with all these. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say at the beginning of the week, I look really excited. I take regular walks, and the more it goes on, I'm just like dragging my axe, being disappointed, being like, "Do you guys want to go just hunt for ghouls or something? This is boring."
Also, I want during the entire week, I want extreme bed rest.
Yeah. I was gonna say you over the course of the week, since you're doing nothing and there's proficient healers in town, you all gain 2 HP per day. So
14.
that's another 14 for you.
Okay, I'm full healed.
But yeah, the week passes uneventfully.
Okay, at the end of it,
oh.
then I guess. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, the people that do travel through town tell you that most of the other towns in this region have taken the same anti-veracity policy. The whole population's really riled up about these things, and there have been a lot of hangings of potential veracity spies. Just there's been a lot of violence and bloodshed. This seems to be one of the smaller towns seem to get away with more or have less bloodshed, but the bigger towns, this guy, lots of veracity spies have been cropping up. Apparently each town has like 5 or 10 of them.
Over the course of the week, then, Neal, I get rid of my tabard. I burn it, like
Okay.
in my fire, the veracity tabard.
I'm really disappointed that we're not there to kill the Veracity, and I'm trying to get everyone motivated to leave this town and go for another more populated one.
So then, as it kind of winds down, I thank the sheriff for his hospitality, and I tell him that we got to be on our way, but if he ever needs help, to send word if possible, and we're in their favor, in their debt.
Well, thank you for sticking around to protect us. Even though there were no ghouls, I really appreciate having you guys nearby.
Yeah, and when we dealt with the ghouls, they seem really dumb if you do come across them, but they will paralyze a person if they wound you, so do the best you can to stay away from their claws.
Yeah. Devil spawn. Thanks, guys. Good luck on your journeys, and down with veracity.
Down with veracity.
Brr!
Is it reasonable to think that we were able to get like rations from them for the trip?
Easily,
good.
yeah. For the next week or so.
Did I learn anything about the town that we're going south to, Bator?
Yes, you have learned about Bator. Bator is roughly the same size as Magatulm, a little bit smaller, just a smidgen smaller. You learned about their economic development, their local history. It's more of the same stuff. Lots of trade between them. But again, nothing that interesting. They used to have a temple and a really powerful priest. but that was 75 years ago, 70 years ago.
Does who runs this place? Is it just run by the sheriff there as well, or?
They have a locally elected mayor who, I'm sorry, not a locally elected. They have a lord, like a minor landed lord that owns the town and oversees it. But he kind of keeps to himself and lets the town do their own thing.
I feel like I'll do Chad a disservice if I don't ask. Who is the master of Bader? Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Yes. We're back, boys.
We're back. Penises, everyone.
All right, Neal. To get back on the straight and narrow, not make it too hard on you. I think we leave Magatoln and make our way to Bader.
All right. With the calling of the cock, you guys get up and head down towards Bader.
Rise and shine.
Yep. The journey to Bader is not too bad. It's pretty easy and not that eventful. You pass some people traveling north, but again, nothing super significant. And you arrive in Bader the next day.
So when we get to Bader, I learned of Jack Niehoff, who is the mayor of this town in the books. I go and talk to him.
Local Lord Neoff has a small fort situated outside of town, or not a fort, a small manor situated outside of town on a small hill rise.
I give all the information to Victorian as well before we enter about Jack Niehoff. And are there guards?
Do you guys actually go see Lord Neoff?
Oh, right. We don't need to.
Oh, okay. I guess we ride up, and I'm like, actually, that's a bad idea. Let's just ride through.
Okay. So it's nighttime by the time you get here. I take it you settle down, blah, 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 normal thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
I kind of ask around if they have any kind of awesome weaponsmith here, or armor smith, or anything worth note. And they don't know this, but I jealously look at Tariq.
They have a blacksmith and a weaponsmith. A weaponsmith / armorer combination there. He's not particularly renowned, but he makes some good stuff. He's a younger guy, early 20s, new to the trade.
I just kind of, if it's time, I move in. I'm like, probably a long shot. Any chance at a full plate that you could do real quick?
Real quick? Took me a few months.
So fast.
Do you have any super awesome weapons I should know about that maybe I'd want to buy?
Super awesome. I mean, I got these, and he points to like a rack of spears and swords and daggers and axes and arrowheads.
Thank you, friend. Say, look, is there anyone in town particularly wealthy or anything like that, or is this a pretty quiet town?
Well, Lord Neoff is wealthiest person here. Aside from that, you got the Marker family. They're the big merchants around here. They have all sorts of dyes that they make and trade.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, no, I guess if nothing else happens, we just...
Yeah, cool.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's evening when you arrive.
Yeah.
Should I just take another 3 gold off for like food, and we get Carla situated and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to eat well, then another 3 gold makes sense.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, you guys kick back, enjoy some good food. You've been eating really well the last couple of weeks. The last week and change, it's really nice having feather beds. You guys feel much more comfortable. No more of this like hiding and quickly running from one spot to another, sleeping out in the woods. Life is good. It feels nice. Next day though, it comes. Sun rises. You guys head out of town, head south to Charter, I believe.
Charter?
That is what he calls it.
Charter.
Yeah, it's a bigger place, Charter.
Lord
Yeah,
Sharded
it's
is
a
here.
larger town. It's a small city.
People just kind of come in and out.
Did chat make that one for you, Neal?
You know what? At the time, it seemed perfectly reasonable.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, Charter, that's a great town name. And only
Let's
now
go.
am I realizing that maybe it wasn't.
Let's go.
I think it's
Same with
great,
Vader.
though.
Well, it
I
still
think
is a great name. It's just not for the reasons I think you know about.
Yeah, so you head south towards Charter, and you get a few hours out of town. It's getting on towards noon when in the road ahead of you, you see probably like the biggest, meanest, fattest looking orc you've ever seen in your life.
I speak orc. What is he? You said he's in the middle of the road?
Is in front of
Yeah, are you
Surcott?
sure this character speaks orc and not your previous
Yes.
one from
Neal.
MLG?
Every character I've ever played speaks orc.
He's
I don't know why, but that's how it works.
He's sitting on a huge white warg that's way too big. He's got plate mail covering his body. He's got these big V's carved in some sort of white ivory or white pearl. I don't know. Some sort of like white is carved into the shoulder plates of his plate mail. On the center, there's this skull that's etched in the steel and painted red that has cracks on it. Looks like it has been bludgeoned in with a mace or something, but it's just a carving. And he's sitting there on his war, kind of huffing
In
and
the middle of
puffing
the road.
in the middle of the road in front of you, as if he's waiting for something.
So he clearly sees.
Across his back is this big two-handed sword and a shield. And he's also got like a, what do you call it? A mace hanging off of his belt.
Cool. Well, I loot him and we keep going on.
Oh, he's alive. Sorry, I forgot to mention this.
Well, we as we kind of come up, I look to Carla and I say, Ron, get alongside Carla, make sure this isn't an ambush. And then I kind of separate myself from the group just a little bit by like 10 feet, and I call out an orc and say, "Hey, is it okay if we pass, friend?"
Who's riding on what horses right now? Before I answer.
I'm with Jeff. Tariq and
I'm on
Spades
my-
are on
I'm
their
on
own.
Buttercup.
I'm on Esteban.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so
And where's Carla and Ron? Are they on their own?
Carla and
I think so.
Ron are sharing a horse now?
Yeah, that sounds
They're
right.
sharing a horse. Yeah.
So I guess
Because
I
we
don't
had
say.
6 and we lost 2.
Right.
All right, so Zanzel and Victorian are on a horse. Carla and Ron are on a horse. The remaining 2 have their own horses.
Right.
Cool. He can. You guys are the ones from Fort Esca, right?
Don't know what you're saying, friend. We have not been to a Fort Esca. We were just in the woods fighting ghouls. I have a I do have a necromancer hat. I do.
Yeah, you're the ones.
Is this in
Looking for
common
ya.
or orcish? He's saying this.
Orcish?
What do you mean, Fort Esca? I don't. Why are you looking for us?
Oh, I've been tracking you ways now, son. It's time that you put those swords down and come with me peaceably, or you're gonna find. Well, you're gonna find your friends
Yeah,
scattered.
I
bits
speak in
around
orc and be like, why are you making up words?
you. Peaceably is a word, guys.
We
Is it
can't
really?
understand
Let me
it.
Google
Only Victorian. can
No, I
understand what's going
speak
on.
9 language. I can understand
Oh,
everything.
you speak orc? Okay. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, it does
Look, friend,
exist.
we have not been to Fort Esca. If you have proof, I'd love to hear it. But we just came from Magatone.
Proof. He growls, and JP, this is where we roll initiative. If you want to roll initiative now,
Or we take a break. That's what we should
right?
do.
Fuck you too.
We need like a dubstep thing where you're just like hitting that fucking air horns and shit. Ryan's like sitting there with a gong. It'd be great.
I'd have a cowbell.
You'd have a cowbell. Exactly. Cool. We'll take our first break of the show. We still got 3 hours left. So we have a lot more roleplay coming up. We'll see you guys right after this quick break. Thanks for watching. See you then.
Peace.